Hello, my name is Shelby Rutledge, and I'm a speech-language pathologist and a listening spoken language specialist, certified auditory verbal therapist. And in this module, we will be discussing how to develop an auditory function and basic principles of learning to listen. I'd like to now talk about the basic principles of learning to listen. The first is a supportive home and educational environment. A supportive environment includes integrating listening into the family and child's everyday living activities. A supportive environment is one where everyone expects listening and speech. A supportive environment provides an atmosphere where sounds are heard. The key factor here is immersing the child in sound. Basic principles include early diagnosis and amplification, aggressive audiological management, seeing the audiologist regularly for hearing evaluations and device programming, ear mold management, and the most important principle of learning to listen is consistent wearing of the hearing device all waking hours. Another basic principle of learning to listen is checking the child's technology daily and performing daily listening checks with the Ling 6-7 sounds test. What is the Ling 6 sound test? It is a behavioral listening check to determine a cochlear implant or hearing aid's effectiveness. 6 sounds are presented: the ah, oo, e, s, sh, that encompass the whole frequency range of all speech sounds. The 7th sound is silence. This is used to determine what sounds the child can detect, discriminate, and identify. And oo are low frequency sounds. The sh is a mid-frequency sound, and the s is a high frequency sound, and e is a higher frequency vowel. The 7th sound, which is silence, helps the child to learn that silence means nothing or that there is no sound present. Here is an example from Advanced Bionics of the Ling 6 sound pictures. You can go on their website and download these pictures. Here are objects representing the Ling 6 sounds. When you present the speech sound, the child will start associating it with an object. In this set of videos, we will see a young child performing a conditioned response task to the Ling 6 sounds and then identifying or repeating the sounds. And listen to Daddy. When you hear him make the sounds, you put it on, okay? Ready?
Make me do the Ling sound.
Good. Okay, ready to listen?
Which one should I
E.
do? E.
Okay. Good job. Ready?
Oo.
Ready?
Shh. E.
E. You need more.
Mm. Shh.
Oh, make it fit. There you go. That's the one we're having trouble. The next child is detecting and identifying the Ling 6 sounds from a distance or across the room.
Okay, can you switch? You ready? E, S, sh, ah, oo, Good job. You want to put it back on?
Another principle of learning to listen is being able to troubleshoot the hearing aids or cochlear implants. What do the lights mean? How do you use the remote, and how do you change programs? It is very important to know who to call for help. The child's audiologist or the cochlear implant company can provide technical support or replacement of parts. Another principle of learning to listen is improving the signal-to-noise ratio. Dr. Carol Flexer, audiologist and LSLS Cert AVT, defines the signal-to-noise ratio as the relationship between the primary or desired auditory signal to all the other unwanted background sounds. The more favorable the signal-to-noise ratio, the more intelligible is the spoken message. And the signal-to-noise ratio is the key to hearing intelligible speech. How can you improve the signal-to-noise ratio? First, you can reduce background noise. Then move closer to the child's ear so that your voice will be clearer or stronger than the background noise. Remember to always speak at a normal volume. Vowels are louder than consonants. When your voice gets louder, the vowels become louder and override the consonants. And the use of an FM system is important. Another important principle is to know the limits of the child's listening bubble. You need to stay within 3 feet of the hearing aid, and if you talk on the same level as the child, if the child is on the floor, you get on the floor. If the child is in a high chair, sit in a chair that is even with the high chair. You want to be at the same auditory level as the child. The listening bubble is the child's hearing range of quiet, typical, and loud sounds. The size of a child's listening bubble is based on her degree of hearing loss and consistent daily use of hearing aids or cochlear implants. Another principle of learning to listen is to follow the typical sequence of auditory speech and language development. But remember, look at ages listed on resources as hearing age, length of time since initial hearing aid fit, or initial programming of the cochlear implant instead of chronological age. Examples of typical auditory speech and language development resources include typical auditory development, developmental milestones from the American Speech Language Hearing Association, the integrated scales of development from the Cochlear Corporation, and the cottage acquisition scales for listening, language, and speech from the Sunshine Cottage. Remember, think of ages as hearing age. This chart includes ages and the different levels of auditory development. The American Speech Language Hearing Association has typical hearing, understanding, and talking milestones ages birth to 5. Here are some examples. 1 to 2 years, remember, look at the hearing age, and it goes to 4 to 5 years. Here is a wonderful resource for typical developmental sequences. These are the integrated scales of development from the Listen, Learn, and Talk program on Cochlear Corporation's website. These may be downloaded and printed. Areas are listed in 3-month increments. They cover 6 developmental areas and go up to 48 months of age. Within the red box includes what the child should be doing for that age level or hearing age. These milestones can also be used to develop goals, targets, and track progress for that area. Here is an example of the 43 to 48 month range for the 6 areas. Again, you can use these charts to check progress of the child. This is also an excellent resource. It's the Cottage Acquisition Scales for listening, language, and speech development. There are 5 levels. These include pre-verbal, pre-sentence level, simple sentence, complex sentence, and sounds and speech. Here is an example of the 24 to 48 month range. There are milestones listed in the areas of cognition, listening, and conversation. Another principle of learning to listen is the concurrent development of speech, language, audition, cognition, and communication skills. Audition, speech, and language are interdependent. A child understands and develops language through listening and then produces what he or she hears. Another important principle is to follow an auditory hierarchy. Suggested resources include Erber's Auditory Development or A Model for Listening by Estabrooks. Erber's auditory hierarchy covers 4 stages: detection, discrimination, identification, and comprehension. The model for listening, which also follows Erber's hierarchy, was adapted and developed by Warren Estabrooks, LSLS, Certified Auditory Verbal Therapist. We are going to talk about this model for listening development. Learning to listen, a model for listening. The first level or stage of listening is detection. This is the ability to respond to the presence or absence of sound, to pay attention to sound, and not to respond when there is no sound. Detection is the foundation of listening skills. How do you know if a baby or toddler is detecting sound? The child might smile, widen their eyes, stop sucking on a bottle or pacifier. They may touch their hand to their ear, turn their head or search for the sound, startle, stop an activity and turn, or change body posture or stop movement. Here are some basic detection skills in a model for listening. These include spontaneous awareness of sound or voice, determining if sound is on or off, detecting the Ling 6 sound test, demonstrating a conditioned response to sound, whether it be voice or the Ling sounds. This video clip shows a young child, 11 months old, who was just implanted, turning or looking up to the Ling sounds.
Ooh. Ooh.
You heard Daddy. Good job. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
E. E, 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 e. The next stage of listening is discrimination. This is the ability to tell the difference between 2 sounds, or if the 2 sounds sound alike. This is also the stage to introduce the learning to listen sounds. The learning to listen sounds are sound object associations. They contain all suprasegmental features, early developing vowels and consonants of the English language. For example, a child sliding, the learning to listen sound is wee. A rabbit is used for hop, 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 that short, short, short duration. Another example is the airplane. It is used to demonstrate a long continuous vocalization. The bus, ba, is used to demonstrate the short, short, short patterns of speech. Here are some objects representing the learning to listen sounds. I ask each family to collect these objects and store in a box for listening practice. Here is a list of objects and corresponding sounds. Here is a chart of discrimination skills to be developed. These include discriminating between long and short sounds, fast and slow sounds, loud and quiet sounds, continuous and choppy sounds. In this video clip, we will see a child discriminating between the learning to listen sounds. The cow says moo. There's the cow. There's the cow and the sheep. The cow says moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And
on that farm he had a cow,
E-I-E-I-O. With a
moo moo here, a moo moo there,
here a,
moo
there a,
moo
everywhere a.
moo moo.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. The cow says moo. We did the long sound, the moo, so let's do a duck. Okay, are we ready to listen? The duck says quack, quack, quack.
Quack quack quack.
The duck says quack, quack, quack. Here comes the duck. Quack, quack, quack. What I was doing there was just kind of putting my hand up a little bit where you wouldn't watch my lips, okay? So we can put a toy up in front of her mouth is good too. So look, here's some more ducks. The ducks say quack, quack, quack. Want another duck? Yeah. You ready?
Get ready. Listen. Can you give me the tractor that goes? Can you put it in? Put it in. I know, we didn't. Look, we didn't do them all. We'll put them back in there. Okay, ready? Wait. Hands in that. Say bye, tractor. Bye-bye. Better. Listen. Listen. Can you give me the duck that says quack, quack, quack? Good job. Say bye, duck. Good job. Bye, duck. Let's try it one more time. Bye-bye. Good job. Let's listen. Ready to listen. Can I have the kitty cat that says meow? Bye. Bye, cat. Good trying. Bye. Good job. Let's get the, let's see. Can you give me the snake that goes sss? Bye-bye, snake.
The next level of listening is identification. Identification is the ability to label by repeating, pointing to, or writing the speech stimulus heard. The child is beginning to associate sounds with what they represent. Here are some identification skills to be developed. Examples include identifying the Ling 6 sounds by repeating them, identifying learning to listen sounds and their objects, responding to their own name or names of other people, and identifying words varying in syllables and vowels and consonants. In the following video clip, we will see a child identifying words with varying syllables.
Where's the sheep? Sheep. Yes, good job. You need help? Say, help me, please. Squeeze it in. All right, let's put this in there. Baby. Mm-hmm. Okay, look. I'm going to try this word. Hot dog. Good job. Try this word. Pizza. Good job. Can you put the rabbit in the basket? Good. Hot dog. And tell me, find the hot dog. Good job. Yes. Can you find the bear? Bear. Good job.
The highest level or stage of listening is comprehension. This is the stage where the child comprehends or understands spoken language. Here are some comprehension skills to be developed. Examples include following 1- and 2-step directions, sequencing critical elements in a message, understanding the main idea of a lesson or complex story, and answering simple and complex questions. Following critical elements are very important. Critical elements facilitates auditory comprehension of nouns, verbs, positional words, and adjectives. Critical elements develop auditory memory skills. Critical elements develop auditory sequencing skills. Following critical elements is very important. Critical elements are the important words in a message. Critical elements help develop auditory memory skills. Critical elements develop auditory sequencing skills. And critical elements helps develop following oral direction skills, which are very important in the classroom environment. Here are some examples of critical elements. For 2 critical elements, you could say, "Give me the car and the ball," or point to the big ball. 3 critical elements, you could say, "Show me the little red ball," or point to the ball under the table. 4 critical elements could include, "Make mommy sleep and daddy eat," or "Give me the ball, car, horse, and cow."
Chicken on the bed.
In the next video clips, you will see several comprehension activities.
Yep, there he is. He's on the bed, isn't he? All right, let's put the pizza on the bed. Good listening to that word. Ice cream. Do you want to put the ice cream on the bed?
Oh. What?
Little clown jumping. Lady blowing the horn. Boy riding the horse. Balloon over the house. Chicken in the basket. Big fence broken. That one? Alexis, good listening. We have just a few more and then we're done with this, okay? Happy little girl jumping. Dog eating and cat sitting. Dog sleeping behind the chair. Boy standing in the house. 1 green candle and 1 strawberry. Good, we're decorating our birthday cake. Let's see.
For doggies and dogs.
Who are they? Is that our dragon and our bumblebee? Okay, let's listen
And
again.
this is the dog.
Let's put 2 red candles and 1 green candle. Do you need to hear the direction again? Let's listen again. It wasn't blue candles. You want to listen again? Take the blue candles off and we can listen again. Say, can you no, that one's okay. Say, can you repeat the direction, please? Can you ask?
Can you keep it that direction, please?
Can you put on 2 red candles and 1 green candle? High five. Very good
We come.
Clean the
Clean the
counter. Can you
counter.
sing your song? Say it loud.
Louder.
Everybody do your share. Oh, tell Shelby what happened. What happened? The man cut the ceiling. Why? The ceiling was all wet. And what happened here? What's he doing here? He's cutting Grandma's wall. That's right. And what happened here?
What happened?
What happened?
Talk louder.
The water leaked down onto the carpet and got it all wet. And what did they have to do? He had to cut the ceiling. And what else?
It was outside.
It was outside. It was all, the snow was too deep and it leaked inside. And what are these? Fans. And what were they for? Dry the carpet.
The carpet was wet.
And turn the page. What's happening in those pictures?
Cool.
What is that? To be, it needed to be cleaned.
It was all dirty.
It was. What's happening over here?
Aunt Sarah and Brody. And what are those? Cats.
Brody's watching the cats playing. That's right. You had to open the door. Did you open the door? No. Why not? We didn't open the door. You wanted to.
Would the cats run away?
Or
Can you find Omar,
Let's find
Brody?
Omar. Is Omar in the bed? Is he under the bed? No.
not under the bed.
Is he in the closet?
Is he in the closet?
He's not in the closet. Is he under the table? Is he behind the couch? There's
Omar. Omar was behind.
Hey, Daddy.
That's not Brody.
Is
Brody's not a cat.
Brody in the bathtub? Daddy's gonna look for Brody in the bathtub. Go look in the bathtub.
Where's Brody?
Where's the bathtub?
Is the bathtub in the kitchen? No. Is the bathtub outside? No. Where is the bathtub?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. Let's review what we have learned in this module. The Ling's 6 sounds are oo, e, s, sh, ah. How many critical elements are in this direction? Give me the big striped ball. Answer: there are 3 critical elements. Which comes first in the auditory hierarchy? Comprehension, discrimination, or detection? The answer is detection. Thank you for listening.